4 months of bullshit that I endured and did not give a fuck. And at the end of the day, I am the baddest bitch that ever walk up into motherfucking shop. In the industry for 30 years, you should have thick skin enough to let some bitch on a podcast talk about you and not give a shit. I have been scrutinized since the first motherfucking week. That was 4 months of bullshit that I endured and did not give a fuck. And at the end of the day, I am the baddest bitch that ever walk up into motherfucking shop. You should have thick skin enough.
Ooh, Lord. How do you feel when you type Team Monet? How does that make you feel? Is that supposed to get up under someone's skin? Now, I can go about this 2 ways. I can go about this 2 ways. I can lay into Candy. I can be mature about this. Now, I'm going to say this because I know it's going to get to her. I have yet to publicly voice my opinion personally about you. I have kept my mouth closed and before anybody gets started, she can't handle nobody talking about her. It ain't even about that. I promise you, at this point, it's not about that. The thing about when you sign up for something like this, you're gonna be ridiculed by everybody. That's just life, and it's perfectly fine because you put yourself in a position to be talked about everybody. And to be honest, and to be perfectly honest, a lot of things that people say, it will hurt your feelings because you're human. Not because you think you're better than somebody. I don't know no bitch on this planet that is fine with somebody discussing them, dogging them, putting them in a despicable light. I think this comment about Candy says a lot about Candy. To keep saying you've been in the industry 30 years as if that is a bad thing. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. So let's start there. And to say you should have thicker skin. I don't think that skin was thick when the tables was turning and the world was against her. I didn't see the thick skin. I didn't see that I didn't give a damn, I don't care. I didn't see any of that. I saw a human that was hurt, that people had turned on her and was judging her on being her. That's how I looked at it. And when it happened, I didn't add fuel to the fire, nor did I stop it, because it wasn't my place to stop it. I never said, hey guys, Candy is XYZ, jump on the bandwagon, tear her up. I never said anything. My opinion, as the 30-year vet I am, I kept it to myself. I was just like, well, okay. As things went on, things got worse. I didn't agree with why would I agree with anybody threatening her parent or anybody? That's foolish. But what I will say is, this show has a way of giving a lot of girls misconceptions about their drag and their place. I'm very secure of my place in my industry. I don't have to brag and boast or tear nobody down because can't nobody take my spot. I've been here 30 years. So at the end of the day, it may not be the liking of 2001, but it's hard to exist that long of a time without a TV camera promoting you, without the powers that be promoting you. It is hard to stay that relevant in the community on which we all come from. Now, this is, if there was ever the perfect time to crush candy, this would be the time. But unfortunately, I really just ain't got the energy. I don't. I mean, I'm glad to know how she feel publicly. When I did my booking in Houston, you know, the community had rushed me and was like, hey, Candy was here the week that we got snowed in, and she was saying this, that, and the third about you. I didn't take it to heart. I was like, oh, okay. But now that I have physically seen it and witnessed it myself, I'm good. I'm not going to respond. I'm going to let that one slide. Because you can't fight every battle. Nor am I going to try. I just wanted y'all to see, you know, what the difference between me and a lot of other girls. I don't go around picking on girls. To me, I have every right. I have every right. So what is about people not getting refunded? Okay, well then guess what? Let me explain this to you, since you want to have this conversation. So the people that hacked my, and please, you know, this to me right now, this is just like, you see me on a whole different topic, but you want to be ignorant and post that. So, but I'm gonna explain it to you. So the people that hacked my store went in and started deleting people's orders from whenever. Now, had you seen the live earlier, you would have a better understanding of where this is going. What I did not like is the fact that anybody who stated to me, hey, Tamisha, I haven't gotten my order. Can I get a refund? It wasn't that deep. I was giving refunds left and right. I didn't look at it like that. The thing about it is, I was hurt behind the fact that y'all did not get the merchandise. I was hurt behind the fact that people wasn't getting the proper emails or the responses of everything that they were due. You had every right to be upset. Every right. Now, what I did state is, when I had to get back into my store and I started to see everything that was done, at this point, I don't know who did it, but I have never, since I've known about this situation and this story with the merchandise, I have never denied anybody of their refund. I have did everything I can possibly do to try to press this and get it done, but the orders keep coming. They keep coming. So what I had to do was I had to go back, and all of January is done. Then all of February. You know what I'm saying? I'm having to do it monthly. So my thing is, when I say the fans are weird, I get it. That you thinking, okay, well, I ain't got my merchandise, I want my money back. I get that. That is totally understandable. But why did you order it in the first place? If you were supporting me, and if I've been as 100% clear as I possibly can about the situation, why did you order it in the first place? If I'm willing to give you your money back, I'm willing to fill the orders. I'm doing everything I possibly can. And each and every time, see, because y'all have made this a sport now. Okay, I get it. If she's on live, let's say merchandise, I get it. It's becoming redundant. It's becoming draining. And at this point, I'm not giving refunds. I am filling orders. You purchased it because you want it. Now, if you still don't want it, throw it in the trash. I understand. But at this point, I don't know how much clearer I can possibly be. My team, the individuals that was doing this, made a tremendous mistake. I was not running this store. Nor did World of One to give me anybody to help me run this store. Nor did World of One to even help me with anything. So I'm not faulting them, but I'm just acknowledging where other girls have had the perfect people put in the perfect place to get everything done. Tamisha has been on her own since day one. And I have been fighting this, and I'm good. I'm cool with it. But all of this, every time y'all see me, you want to ask me about this merchandise, there are no refunds that are coming at this point. I don't know who did that. I don't know who hacked it. And yeah, I'm sorry you have to suffer the consequences, but all I can do is is fill these orders. I'm not refunding anything else, because to me, it was the ultimate of disrespect to hack. First of all, you hacked into my store, and then you took it upon yourself to do something that I was already doing. I was giving refunds. Point blank, period. It's not about the money for me. It was never about the money for me. I'm so sorry. It was about, okay, people are buying your stuff. Let me get it out there, this, that, and the thing. Y'all make it seem as if someone is purposely trying to take your money. And I don't know what has happened in the past. If you check my track record, that's not me. That's not me. I am one person filling 1,000 orders, and there's only so many you can do a day. That's not, I get it is totally my fault. I'm not gonna pass it. It's my fault. But how am I supposed to fix it if every time I come on a live, what about my shoes? Why did you purchase it? If you're still gonna get it, that's still support. So every time to me, that you're taking a jab. And I guess if you miss all the lives, because every time I get on a live, I talk about it. So it's not like I'm running from the problem. I think this is what I be talking about. The toxicness of this fan base. I've answered every question you've asked me, point blank, period. I've been as honest as I possibly can. Yeah, I did not want to say it because it's embarrassing, because as an African American male coming from a certain demographic, there's a lot of things that our community just don't have access to. So I have been completely honest about it. But now, y'all, the people have taken my kindness for weakness. This is so toxic. This is so toxic. And this is why I address certain things, because maybe in the past, y'all have bullied other people and destroyed other people. And see, this is what I'm saying. Y'all are like, some of y'all fans are the worst. That's why I call y'all. I ain't even here for that, baby. As you see, I don't even have the energy. Take the merchandise. If you don't like it, throw it in the trash, whatever. I'm good. My reasoning for coming on here was to let Candy know, I saw your video, I got your message, and you're not the best thing that came out of Drag Race. You're just the chosen person of that season for that situation. You're not even the best person that have come out of drag, period. You are delusional. Now, yes, you did place higher than me, but guess what? If the playing field was level, that wouldn't have happened. Trust me, that wouldn't have happened. Now, I have given your props. I haven't said anything, girl. It's a reality show. Hey, it happens. But you're taking it too far, sis. You really taking it too fast. And we really didn't have no beef. That's why I didn't say anything. Me and Candy made up fine. I don't want to be friends with you. But at the end of the day, I don't talk about you. I don't hate on you. I don't wish any ill will. I wish you all the best. I have been successful in my career. I've had money when girls didn't have money. I've had titles when black girls couldn't win titles. I have paved the way when there was no way. So a crown does not, and you didn't even get the crown. But getting placed higher than other people, that doesn't make me feel better. You know, the thing about it is, humility in this industry goes a long way. Cockiness, girl, they don't last long. So at the end of the day, if that's how you feel about me being 30 years, I should have had tough skin. Maybe I should have. But at the end of the day, it don't seem like your skin too tough if you got to be discussing me, and you made it to the top 4 of the fuckery. So, the thing about it is, I didn't come on here to tear you up, but I did want you to know that I saw it. So when I tear your ass up on the Tamisha Iman show, you earned it. Because I will get you back. I just ain't got the energy. I'm sure y'all can see I'm tired. I don't have the energy. But I think, the thing about it is, it's one thing. Because you could easily pick up the phone and say, Tamisha, let's talk. Well, you can't, because I don't really talk to you. So I get it. You can't. But I'm not going to dog you publicly. I may not agree with the people think about you or whatever. Like they said, I think Candy was great. I just said, and I keep it at that. But you went on a full rant about something you don't have. First of all, you don't have 30 years. You just got 30 seconds. And the way you going, God bless you. That's number one. That's a read within itself. And you want to talk about thick skin, you're only able to do the drag that you're able to do because of people like myself that was on the front lines fighting for people to understand why we did drag, and we have a voice and we're not going anywhere. Those are the contributions we have made. Not sitting around talking about, oh, she 30 years. Baby, listen. And just because they placed you high on a reality show that is scripted like a motherfucker. Because, baby, I guarantee you, if you ever get in a pageant with me, I'll give you 2 categories before I even enter, and you still won't win. That's just facts. And lip syncing, let's not talk about lip syncing when you got 13 cameras on you. You got 13 cameras on you, and then you got a hell of an editing team. So quite naturally, anybody can look like the winner. Bitch, RuPaul could have actually looked like the winner sitting on the stage, and she didn't even have to take it with all them cameras. But get a camera phone and me and you meet and take that stage again. It won't be the same, sis. But I'm not going to, and yeah, I'm reading, but I'm not trying to discredit you. I'm just saying, if you don't want to fight, don't pick a fight. I have not picked a fight with you, sis. I have let you make it in every aspect I possibly can. I even stay quiet because I know there are a lot of toxic fans out there. And sometimes when you say something, that's a green light for them to add fuel to the fire. I never wanted the fans or anybody to add fuel to your fire. You were already self-portrayed, so I didn't have to say anything. You showed the people who you were on the show every chance you got. I didn't have to add to that. If anybody with common sense sit down and watch your actions, they will understand what type of individual you are. So me adding to that, that's just not helpful. That's not 30 years of experience. That's the maturity level. Me accepting the fact that I went on a reality show that had my likeness in their hand and they could have done anything they wanted to with it. I knew that going into that, and I allowed that to happen. And it's okay. They did an amazing job with telling my story like I wanted them to. And I was fine with that. And it still stands. If I die tomorrow, sister, you holler about those 30 years, you still got to catch up. You still got to exist 30 years. And this is not easy in this industry. So no, you don't have to like me. You don't have to put me on a pedestal, but you will respect me. Because I respect you just for being candid. I don't respect you for being candid, the top 4, whatever. That's make-believe. All that shit was fake and phony and blah. Okay. But I respect you for being candid because you are a fellow sister in this thing, in this industry we call drag. That is why I respected you. Do I agree with your personality? Not at all. But it's not for me to judge or put you in a box, because in life, a lot of times where we start, we don't end. It's a situation. It's a growing process. It's a maturity level. A lot of times, when I started this industry, it was a lot of girls that we did not get along with, and years later, they were some of the best people that have ever walked into my life. So I get it. Not gonna tear you down, girl. I'm not. And it's killing me not to. I'm just tired. Because I got every right, if I wanted to, sister, go from A to Z. I'm not gonna do it. All I'm saying is be mindful of your words. Be mindful of your actions. You don't have to like me. But this is the thing, what I'm talking about, when we rude girls have a platform and we take it upon ourselves to get in front of a large audience of toxic fans. Yes, we have some great supporters out there, but we have a lot of toxic fans. So when they hear us say certain things about certain people, just like the little queen that was up there doing that, yes, you have to be mindful of your word, because now, to me, you edge that on. You didn't have to start that conversation with that. And even if that MC baited you into that, you could have refrained from saying that. You took it upon yourself to get a lot of stuff off your chest. For one, you're mad because I don't want to be friends with you, and which is understandable. But now you see why I don't want to be friends with you. Anybody can be fake and phony for a second and pretend like, hey, we get along, and then go right back to that. Girl, I'm old school. I can see straight through you. Once you show me who you are, I'm going to believe you. And by believing you is staying as far away from you as I possibly can. Do I wish you any ill will? No, I don't, sis. Do I wish everything that this franchise have for you, if you're the chosen one to get? I do. I do. I'm never going to stop a girl's dollar. Never. That's not who I am. But at this point, the thing with me and Monet, y'all have found out about that situation later on, but you have to come to my website and see my show. I'm not giving these free shows anymore because of all this toxic, and I do apologize. I really love this fan base, but I hate this toxic fan base. I don't understand who raised a lot of y'all, because if you are a child, you should stand a child's place. The things that y'all say in my inbox, if I was weak, baby, I probably would be jumping off the highest bridge. Y'all say some very disrespectful things, and just because you have a device and a mind to say them does not mean it's okay. That is why a lot of girls that have been on this show don't really talk to you guys, because if it comes from the top, if the top person, which is RuPaul, tells you do not read the comments and don't socialize with the fans, what does that mean? That means a lot. Unfortunately, I am ignorant, and I don't care anything about that, because I one thing I know, love will always trump hate. Y'all can hate forever and a day. The good thing about it is you don't know me, so I'm gonna still sleep well at night when you make your ignorant comments. That's not gonna faze me. Number one. Number two, I'm still going to eat well, because I was eating before I met you, and I'm going to eat after you. And I'm going to be fine with my drag that you may not like, because guess what? I have a place in Atlanta. I've always had a place in Atlanta. I've always had a place in any city I've lived in. Let me just give you a little history. I have lived in several states, and I've always been the show director. Let's say that. And I've never been a cast member, but I've always been the show director, meaning I've always been the head and never the tail. Let's start there. Now, let's talk about 30 years later. 30 years later, I now am once again the show management of an establishment where I have 3 shows. And what I did with those nights, I took the new generation of great potential in Atlanta, because 20 years ago, I was a part of the new generation. And we led amazing shows, which now have the top female impersonators and entertainers in the country. Not the city, not the state, but in the country. We helped to build that. I have had a lot to do with that. A lot. A lot of the big name girls you know now, regardless if you can socialize them with me or not, I have had a part to play in that. I've gotten this opportunity to start over and introduce these new babies, this new generation, to the community and show them the way so they can also be great. That's what I'm doing. I'm not running around here doing bookings and telling stories and making people laugh because I got in the top 4 of a reality show that is scripted from beginning to end. I'm in the community doing the work. And I just wish you find more time to concentrate on your craft, your wigs, your costume, your performance, and lay off of me. Because guess what? Mine are fine. Every time I come on here, I'm done. You can't say my lash is crooked. You can't say my hair is twisted, tangled, busted. You can't say that. And you never can say my face don't match my breast. Yes, I wear breasts. So it's a lot of things you can say. But 30 years is getting old, girl. 30 years comes with experience. 30 years come with consistency. Because I'm going to look the same every time, whether you like it or not. You know. And that's And I tell her about that's with the bag. That's with the bag. At the end of the day, find you something more tangible to being in the top 4 of season 13 RuPaul Drag Race than sitting around here adding to the toxic fan base we already have because you have a problem with one particular girl. And the only thing that has validated you is, well, I made it to the end. I made it to the top. But you was right about one thing when we were in that workroom. Simone was your biggest competition. You're right. But if I wrote the script, I'm sure Simone would have been my biggest competition too. But at the end of the day, you still didn't win, sis. You're at the top and you can be great. This is the time to where you should prove to the people why you should have won instead of worrying about the old lady that's been in the game 30 years and her tough skin, because she not worried about you. She not. I don't mention you. I don't mention nobody I don't like. And I'm not finna sugarcoat it. I don't mention Tina. I don't mention Candy. And I'm going to just leave it there because those are the 2 that I really do not care for. Those, I'm being honest. Those are the 2 out of the whole season that I do not care for. Now, there's a couple of others that I don't have respect for, but those are the 2 I don't care for. But it's not, and the one thing about it, I would never want anybody to hate on Tina, and I would never want anybody to hate on Candy. That's just, we met, we did not click, they went north and I went south, and I'm fine with it. I don't wish nobody to hate on them or anything like that. But Candy, like I said, I really could have went hard on this. And the one thing about everybody used, and I just watched Bob and Monet's thing that they put together about Tamisha. I just watched it all. It was very funny. But the one thing they said, Tamisha, I think Candy would have killed you. Baby, let me explain something to you. I don't know if y'all ever seen a young kid get in a fight with an older person. It don't usually go like you think. But I'm not saying, hey, I want to fight Candy or anything like that. But just focus on your craft, sis. Focus on your crafts. Focus on spreading positivity throughout the community. Focus on getting that check. Focus on getting that money. Do all you can do to let the world know why Candy should have won this. And guess what? If she go back to All Stars, she's gonna win. Focus on that. Don't focus on the old lady with 30 years, because I'm focused on Atlanta. I'm back to my roots, doing what I like doing best, and that's creating winners. And that's creating and creating a community of inclusivity for all. Showing people that have not interact with certain people how to interact with certain people. Showing people who desire is to be the best entertainer they possibly can. That's where I'm focused at. I'm not focused on, and see, like you type lies. You're such a miserable person because you don't know me. This is the thing. I enjoy this though, because this shows so much about how y'all have ran this industry for years. This shows a lot, because you would type something, how miserable you must have to be to just type anything that comes out of your head because you disagree with something. Do you want to be seen and heard that bad? So I'm going to say this right now before I say anything else. All of you amazingly pen pals, because that's what I call y'all, because y'all writing all the time, honey. You pen pals, you gremlins, you whatever. Take the liberty right now. Let's go and get it out. See, this is how you take the sting out of it. Whatever you want to say to me, say it. Give me your best read. Just let it all out. Because y'all be putting in Team Candy. Who are you really team of, though? Because don't nobody know you. Don't nobody know you. I feel so sorry for y'all. Because I'm sure in the past you have hurt girls' feelings and made them cry and run up on a rock. Bitch, that's not happening. I enjoy seeing that, because you know what it does for me? Every time I see something come up, it is amazing to me, regardless of it being negative or positive. It is amazing because you have taken the time to try to hurt my feelings and failed. You have taken the liberty to try to hurt my feelings and failed. Every time. I get my life with that. I just stop and acknowledge it because you want to be seen. So, sis, I'm going to give you your 10 minutes. Go ahead. Your 15 seconds. Come on. Come on. Take your best shot. Talk about the bag. Do whatever you want to talk about. It literally lets me know of your upbringing, how miserable you are as a person, because you're watching this live, but then you take the time to say something. Why are you so miserable and watching? Because trust me, I haven't seen a video of Candy or anybody else, period. Why? It does not interest me what they say. And things that don't interest you, you don't pay it any attention. And see? Once again, let me say that. Just let it go, girl. How amazingly. I love it. Come on, baby. What else y'all got? You are pressed. Come on. What else? Come on. What else you got? This is sad. Come on. Child, add her to your live. Oh, add who? What else you got? What else you got? Yeah, get this video too and put it on your show. That doesn't faze me. All right, what else y'all got? Come on, let me get it on out. Because this is why I made my prices high for my show. Because I know a lot of you free people, and when I say free, meaning like this is free to make this comment. But see, it's going to cost you to come over to my show that I'm doing tomorrow at 8:05 to post these comments. And I know you're not going to pay it. So let me let you get it on out. Because it's probably going to be the last time y'all see me in a long time. Come on, get it on out. I am miserable and pathetic, but I try to support you. Hey, you said it, I didn't. Come on, get it all out, baby. Let me let y'all get it all out. Okay, what else you got? You're bald. Okay, what else you got? Thank you. See, and that's what I like. That's what I like. When y'all put something positive to outweigh their negative, I enjoy that. Does the ostomy bag hurt? No, it does not hurt. No, it does not hurt. It's life. Let me say that. It does not hurt. My best read. I hope you had enough water today. Oh, okay. So, okay, let me explain the show. So the show is tomorrow. It is just me. It is me doing the exact same thing what Bob and Monet did today with me, or whatever their words or whatever. So, and plus there's a lot of other stuff that I can't talk about on any other social network. So I have the liberty of discussing certain things because I in my community, I've always went against the grain. Like, I don't like shady practices. I don't like favoritism. I don't like blackballing people. I don't like those things because I think when you hit a person that can't fight back, it is up to the community or members of the community to speak out. So there's a lot of things that have happened to a lot of the Rue girls. And a lot of them are afraid to speak on it because of the backlash. Everybody, and they'll be telling you a lie. If they've been on the show, they're waiting 9 times out of 10 on a call to come back to All Stars. Because, you know, the thing about it is the platform is an amazing platform for people of the community that don't make the money that we make on the show for like one performance and, you know, one recording. So they don't really say a lot. So it's $25 monthly, but that includes not just that. I have 3 shows a week. I have my Sunday night show that I host with a different caliber of entertainers from Atlanta. And my Monday show is the Next Generation cast. And I have a Wednesday talent. It's not really a talent show, but it's like for new artists. But also, this will be the home for me to bring in all of the Rue girls. Because there's a lot of the Rue girls that people have fallen in love with that they don't see. And if they're not the who's who, no one is booking them. So I'm reaching back to give them a platform, because I think when we all come on this amazing show, it's always going to be a few people that get left behind. I've always been one to fight for the underdog. That's just me. You know, I don't think no story is better than anyone else. So that's why I created the Tamisha Iman show. And the way I'm going with it now is I want to bring back the girls that y'all have asked me to bring back. But at the end of the day, I want to pay them to come back, because the franchise is not using them anymore. And the toxic fans have made it so bad for them to work in their hometown. And I'm just use Nina as an example. You know, I reached out to Nina she's in Atlanta. Why wouldn't you be if you went on RuPaul Drag Race and you have made a name for yourself, you pulled yourself up out of the ashes, you've made a name for yourself, why aren't you able to work anywhere in Atlanta? But, you know, after talking to Nina, people are so beat down with the toxic fans and the way that the industry did them, to where they don't even want to do this anymore. Nina feels more comfortable, you know, and she didn't say this, but that's what I gathered, by just doing her art from the house and posting it online, because the people that support her, you know? And you don't want to come into an environment where toxic fans are like this. You don't. Because, you know, I'm sure everybody will remember her season and remember, or whatever. And those are the miserable people that don't let stuff go. And they hurt people. I'm going to always say that. Always remember, hurt people. So if you take it upon yourself to say cruel things to hurt a person, you got to be in some kind of pain, or you just a miserable, jacked up person. But yeah, I'm bringing those people, the people from the past that haven't worked. I'm bringing them to my show. Y'all are officially Rue Girls. And though a lot of people do not use you, Tamisha's going to use you. That was my, you know, this is part of my platform and why I wanted to do it. Yes. You know, I wanted to bring these people, you know, and have them to tell their story, because no one has given them a fair chance of telling their stories and what happened and how they feel. No one can tell a person how they feel about any situation. Yes, Nina, yeah. No one can tell a person how they feel about, you know, their experience. And I want them to be able to do it comfortable and get paid for it. You know, that's why I don't want all of that negative, toxic stuff that's going on. I don't want that on my show. So yeah, I made the price a certain thing, because it is not about the poor people. It's about draining out this horrible noise. And therefore, if you pay this money to come to this show and you still doing that, that really tells everybody who you are. You know, I'm not about that, you know, confrontation. Now I'll meet it where it's at, but that's not what as 30 years, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to uplift, celebrate, and build people's self-esteem up, and let them know that, hey, people love you too. Everybody's not against you. So that is why my show is what it is. And, you know, it's $25 a month for members. What is that? $5 a week? That's nothing. You know, I can see if y'all saying, oh my God, it's $25 a show. No, it's just so therefore I can generate revenue to pay these girls what the other Rue girls are making. The other Rue girls, when they do bookings, are making a certain amount of money. And I feel like if you've been on the show, regardless of whether you like you or not, you're entitled to make that, even if it's every now and then. Plus, you've created a fan base that people want to see you as well. So, and the thing about it is, if you really love this franchise and you respect these people, then you'll support it. But if you don't, you're going to stay right over here on this free site and spew your little venom like you're doing. And hopefully it affects somebody, because it don't affect me. Who will win All-Star Season 6? Yeah. At Gottmik. I'm lost about that one. Maybe I missed some. I'm sorry. Would you still do All Stars? No, I'm good. No. No. I'm good. I tell people all the time, when people show you who they are, you believe them. And at first, I wanted to do All Stars for this amazing fan base. I wanted to get well and go over there and show y'all that, hey, Tamisha Iman still got it. I don't even have a desire anymore, not because of you guys, and not the greatness of the community, but this toxic. I don't even want to be a part of this anymore. You know, that's why I'm fine with bowing out gracefully and going on with my life. Yeah. And I'm sure that's how a lot of the girls feel if they're not the ones at the top. If they're not the ones at the top, I'm sure a lot of girls just can't handle this, because this is not our community. This is not how our community really works. You know, it's not. And to come here and to want to be part and show it, and a lot of you fans do is sit and tear down the girls because you can, because I don't know. I really don't understand it. I promise you I don't. I have no clue why you even get on somebody's live and just spew hate. I don't get it. Thank you. So yeah, that's good morning to Rose. What? Okay, I missed that one too. I'm sorry. Yeah, they pushed you aside. Yeah, this is how all reality. No. If you ever just Google it, Drag Race has the worst fans of any reality show. Any reality show, and that's bad, because it's an amazing fan base. Like, it really is. I'm sorry, it is. It's an amazing fan base. But that toxicness of dividing the girls, you know, and picking your favorite and saying what you want just because you can, anything to hurt a person feeling, that is so, like, 2021. Love you from El Paso. I love El Paso too. Oh, I haven't been there in forever. That is one of my favorite places to perform. And it's so inexpensive. I come back with so much stuff. Am I more pissed with fans or WoW? No, I'm more pissed with the fans. I'm more disappointed in WoW. The fans don't faze me. Like, all that negativity, baby, if y'all really knew my story, y'all will understand. You are truly wasting your time trying to hurt that old broad's feeling. You will understand. Baby, listen. Thank you, Germany. Thank you, guys. Love you from Dallas, Fort Worth. That's another home. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Oh, Australia. So I've had some orders from Australia that will not go through. I'm not understanding. If somebody needs to inbox me, because apparently the way that the people are filling out the forms, it's blocking. Like, every time I put the orders in, it rejects it, and it's just Australia. I don't know what that is. That's what that's about. Tell you what my pageant life, which is a like. Oh, pageantry. Okay, so pageantry was designed for recognition. South Florida, yes. It is a way that helps people build their self-esteem, help them to build their poise and femininity and their professionalism. And it also allows you the opportunity to become professionally speaking. Like, we do a lot of question and answer and interviews. So, like, a lot of people don't